Authority figures have this annoying predilection to act brain dead toward everything that they do to everyone else. Because to them it's perfectly okay, so they don't want to allow any frustration over it. Everything they want you to be unhappy so you can't speak up, and that is how we humans are, for we are wretched creatures. We replace, and not only that we won't even think about what we're doing, because to us, when it comes to authority, we replace what is going on with the outcome. If the outcome is that I get in trouble for menacing some group of people that I want to menace, then I'm not paying attention to it. I'm not allowing that whole, nothing that has to do with that can be allowed. If your life is unhappy, if as a consequence people don't want to let you speak up and say that your life is unhappy, they don't ever want to. That's why everyone, can't complain. And then people want to tell me, that has no meaning. It has meaning. People sit there and just say anything, avoid everything. They won't allow anything that they know takes power away from authority. No, it has no meaning. Because if it does, then you have to admit that you did something to someone you consider inferior. That cannot be allowed. If your life is unhappy, it doesn't matter that someone has it worse than you. You say that you're unhappy with it. If someone is frustrating you, taking authority over you, and making you unhappy, then you are unhappy with the way that that person is treating you. And it's really cruel that people do that and constantly want to keep you from saying anything. There was a time where there was only a forest. The people put up buildings and structures, but we're still in the jungle. And we wonder that quality, that existential potency, what makes something what it is that gone? We like to think that if it looks different, then it's a completely new world with separate power acting on it, and we're not constrained the same way we were before. That invisible quality that makes something work out a specific way, it's not covered up. We didn't cover it up by changing the way everything looks. It's not there anymore. It's something completely different. As we want to believe that this type of life is better than that one, and this type of person is better than that one, we have made a world that is better than the previous one, but that is not true. I think of Apollo being able to make fire with his bare hands, that if you could do that, you'd have confidence that this is a world that is good. This is a world that you can feel strong in and confident, because you know that you have that existential potency here. You know that everything is going to turn out well factor is in you. And that even if you can't see it, we still think of it, we still feel as if it's there, a potential, that something is there whether you can tell it or not. And that there's a mundanity to feeling that you have everything, that everything's going to work out, then nothing can change, you're fixed that way. That's what makes it so powerful, that it's stable. People want authority. If you have you can get away with a lot of things with power, but it won't ever feel spectacular, because that's what makes it work. It feels like the same old thing, and the only people who go after power are those old codger types that just want to maintain the same old thing, not some ambitious person looking for something new, something exciting. And you have the woods, and but when you want to know that what made the woods what it is gone, and that we've made a world that we've refined it past the dirt and the earth and made something new. But once upon a time, there was nothing but trees, and dirt, and water, and predators. And there was nothing to do but a desperate struggle for survival. Now we have all this. These things were unheard of at one point, all of this. And now we have it. And we look at it and think that this is because we are now in some brand new place with new rules, but it isn't. That's all it ever is. It's the same. It's we've covered up the power that creates the world that we hate with these things. Maybe that's the value of legacy, that if you could make something last forever, that means you overcame that thing. You arrived in a horrible place and you fixed it. You didn't just cover it up. You changed those underlying things that made the world what it was. And now you know that never again, that now even if you die, that something was supporting you, that important thing, that you have it now. That you were something that's good enough to last, and that is valuable in and of itself.